a student is striving and struggling to pass his examination, in Arabic, we'll say he's doing jihad. So jihad basically means to strive and struggle. Most of the people think, whether Muslims or non-Muslims, they think that jihad can only be done by Muslims. A non-Muslim cannot do jihad. Allah says in the Quran, in a couple of verses, in a couple of places in the Quran, that even non-Muslims did jihad. Allah says in Surah Luqman, chapter number 31, verse number 14, we have enjoined on the human beings to be kind to the parents. In travail over travail did the mother bore you, and in years twain was your weaning. The next verse, Surah Luqman, chapter number 31, verse number 15 says, but if your parents do jihad, strive and struggle to make you worship somebody else besides Allah, of which you have no knowledge, do not follow them, but live with them with love and companionship. Here Allah is saying, is talking about non-Muslim parents doing jihad, somebody else besides Allah. So here Allah uses the word in the Quran as jihad, that non-Muslim parents are doing jihad, struggling and striving to make their children worship somebody else besides Allah. A similar message is repeated in Surah Ankabut, chapter number 29, verse number 8. We have enjoined on human beings to be good to their parents. But if your parents strive and struggle, do jihad, to make you worship somebody besides Allah, do not obey them. Here again the message is repeated in Surah Ankabut, chapter number 29, verse number 8. Allah is talking about non-Muslim parents doing jihad, striving and struggling, to make their children worship somebody else besides Allah. The word jihad is used. Here, the jihad done by the non-Muslims is jihad fi sabi shaitan. Jihad in the name of shaitan, Satan. That means they're striving and struggling to please the Satan. What we Muslims do is jihad fi sabilillah. Jihad, striving and struggling in the way of Allah. Now whenever jihad is used, unless otherwise the context speaks something else, it is understood it is jihad fi sabilillah, striving and struggling in the way of Allah. Unless the context speaks something else, like in Surah Luqman chapter 31 verse number 14-15, or Surah Ankabut chapter 29 verse number 8, the context shows you that the non-Muslim parents are striving and struggling in the way of Satan, against Allah. Otherwise, generally, when you use the word jihad, it means jihad fi sabilillah, striving and struggling in the way of Allah. Most of the non-Muslims and some so-called Muslim scholars, inverted commas, they translate the word jihad as holy war. If you translate the English words holy war into Arabic, it is harbun muqaddasa. This Arabic words, harbun muqaddasa, does not appear anywhere in the Quran, neither in any authentic hadith. It's not there. So to say that holy war, that jihad means holy war is wrong. The harbun muqaddasa doesn't appear anywhere in the Quran, nor in the hadith, nor in the sayings of the Prophet. This English word holy war was first used centuries ago to describe the crusaders, the Christian crusaders, who in the name of Christianity killed thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of human beings. You accept Christianity or you're killed. And they called it the holy war. So this holy war, which was used for the crusaders, the Christian crusaders, to kill non-Christians if they don't accept Islam, is now used for the Muslims, is totally wrong. Nowhere does the Quran or the Hadith, the saying of the Prophet, uses the word harbun muqaddasa. So jihad does not mean holy war. Jihad means to strive, which means to struggle.